energy check-in for September of 2025. And make sure y'all give the video a like, subscribe to the channel if y'all enjoy the content. I will have a donations link in the description box below. You have to keep in mind this one I'll resonate with all of y'all. Everybody's energy is going to be different. So let's go ahead and see what's going on with the current energy. What's going on with the current energy, St. Michael the Archangel? For September of 2025, somebody could be real hesitant on something. Real hesitant with moving something forward. This could be in a connection or this could be in general. There's some energies that are hesitant. There's a damn good reason why they're hesitant too. That's their intuition telling them to not go through with something, etc. Their intuition is telling them to hold back. They need to listen to that feeling, like if they feel hesitant or whatever. This can also be in regards to a connection. Okay, so the Seven of Cups is at the bottom. Nine of Swords. Okay, so this is in regards to someone being in their head. With the Nine of Swords energy, the ending card reverse Scorpio energy. So someone is definitely going through a fear of change. So someone needs to definitely change when it comes to a situation. Aquarius, Scorpio energy. So just like I said, someone's intuition is trying to tell them that this change is necessary, but yet someone keeps on doing the same repetitive thing over and over and over and over and over, but yet got the nerve to get in their head with the Nine of Swords. That don't make no damn sense. Whoever the individual is, exactly, not listening to their intuition. High Priest is reverse. Exactly. Pisces energy, so we have Scorpio, Aquarius, Pisces energy. That's out here. Don't have to be one of these signs, but whoever this individual is, bro, is definitely ignoring their intuition. When you feel that tug or you feel a certain hesitant energy as to not act foolish or make a foolish decision, need to listen, man. I'm telling you, this is common sense. Someone is ignoring the fact that something is not going to work out the way that they expect it to, which is the ego, right? Expectations are the ego, is what I mean. And someone's intuition keeps on telling them that what they're expecting out of the situation, how they expect in their head, which is the Seven of Cups. This right here is, it's not real, it's an illusion. But yet someone keeps on telling themselves, it's like they believe their own illusions, but yet when it comes to facing the reality side of this illusion, it's not getting them nowhere but putting them in their head. This is someone that is very fixated in their ways, very stubborn. Or this could be multiple energies that are stubborn, that's not used to change, because they're used to doing one repetitive thing over and over and over and over and over. With the Fool reverse. Queen of Pentacles reverse. Judgment card. Keep in mind, I can't show some of these cards. I can show the ones like this or whatever, but some of them I can't show. So we have Pisces, Scorpio energy, Judgment card. This has a lot to do with someone not trusting their intuition. It's like their intuition is still there, but they're not listening to it fully in order to grasp the fact to leave you alone. Four of Swords. The Six of Swords. So someone's intuition keeps on telling them to move on. The Ace of Pentacles reverse. The Knight of Pentacles reverse. Five of Pentacles reverse. The Two of Wands reverse. The Nine of Wands reverse. The Chariot reverse. And the Eight of Cups. Okay, so someone's intuition keeps on telling them to walk away from a situation, and they're not listening. There's a lack of common sense and a lack of listening. And this card means a lack of common sense too. This is the energy of lacking common sense. Whatever these individuals are doing when it comes to this weak-ass spell work, this don't work on everybody, no. It's weak. It's an illusion. It ain't reality. It's a bullshit illusion that ain't going to go nowhere with the Seven of Cups. And if this is in regards to anything physical, someone trying to use spell work to manifest something physical in order to create some type of illusion, in order to put an obstacle in someone's way, And anybody that's joined into this type of illusion, it ain't gonna work, bro. I promise you right now, this one person is gonna dissolve and completely disintegrate all these illusions that are being created. This is not gonna work. This is not gonna get anywhere. Need to listen to your intuition and have some common sense about yourself and walk the fuck away. That's what I tell them. Because this shit ain't gonna get nowhere. This ain't going, like, this is just gonna continuously create obstacles for the individuals trying to create you an obstacle or trying to put an obstacle in your way. This is not gonna work. Some of you may be a Cancer. Some of you could definitely be a water sign, so you could be highly intuitive. But for some odd reason, these individuals act like you don't have this side to you, this intuitive side to you. But you do. It's like you already know what's up. You already know what is being done. You can pick this up intuitively. These individuals' intuition has been telling them relentlessly to move on and to leave you alone. Six of Swords all about leaving and moving on. They need to leave you alone and stop messing with you. This is also guiding them on a spiritual base level too, to leave you alone when it comes to energy. Trying to project some type of negative energy in order to try to manifest a negative outcome for you. But this individual fails to realize that everybody has different energy. Everybody has different destinies. That's exactly what this is here. Hold on, y'all. You're going to be running my fucking shit like that. I turn my chat session off real quick. I ain't going to tolerate disrespect up on this channel. You ain't got nothing nice to say, carrying your ass somewhere else. I don't argue with internet trolls. Fuck you. That's what I tell you. I'm the man that person, that's where the real deal is. Fuck you. Come up on my shit disrespecting me. I'm going to cut that shit off real quick. 7 of Cups. Okay, so the illusion is about, what is this illusion about? Trying to have somebody isolated, but they're creating illusions in order to have somebody isolated. That's what it looks like. It's like, while they're trying to create all these illusions to try to have somebody isolated, they're the ones isolated. Trying to, okay, so there's some projections. There's definitely a lot of projections. 7 of Cups energy is giving me projection vibes. I'm going to tell you what's going to happen to cowards like this. You're going to get caught up and you're going to go to prison. Some of you out there don't even have a record. You ain't even been in trouble a day in your life. You keep fucking with innocent people like this, you're going to end up in prison. That's what's going to happen. And we're going to see what kind of spell work you can muster up behind in a confined dorm or a cell and see what you're about then. They're going to stomp your fucking ass. That's what's going to happen. You keep fucking with an innocent person like this individual's angels, it's going to come through these individuals, and they're going to whoop your fucking ass. That's what's going to happen. Fucking weak-ass witches and warlocks. I'm about tired of this shit coming through my cards. If you really about something, why don't you get out there and fucking fight, bro? That's what I tell you. Why don't you set up something in order to have a fight in a boxing ring or an octagon or some shit like that? How about that? Instead of sit there and sling all this spell work. I guarantee you, this person that you keep fucking with will take 3 of y'all at one time in the ring. 3 of you at one time. Maybe even more. Even though they wouldn't allow that. I'm pretty sure they wouldn't allow that. But this is how confident this person is that you keep messing with. You keep messing with one of the quiet ones. With the 5 of Cups energy. Trying to have them isolated. Now, I'm not condoning to any type of violence or any type of thing like that. It's just, this is the reality side of what these individuals are not living in. When it comes to that side, they'll all get scared. It's like, there's nothing there. These individuals shake whenever they see this person. They start trembling on the inside. What you nervous for? What you scared for? You know what I'm saying? That damn scared to do all this spell work and keep on trying to conjure up different things. What you about when it comes to the physical? I like to see those same demons that you keep trying to conjure up. There could be some necromancy here too that is being done. I like to see those same demons help provide you with some type of stability and strength when it comes to the physical realm out there, when it comes to this person. Page of Wands. This right here could be, some of you out there could be speaking out with the Page of Wands. You could be illuminating a lot of things. I can't show this card. It's a sun card. You could be illuminating a lot of things and speaking out about something. You're actually doing the right thing. This could be a confirmation. Some of you out there may be giving relentless confirmations when it comes to a situation. From the looks of it, some of you out there, you're alone, and these individuals are relentlessly trying to drag you in the mix of something that don't even have anything to do with you. But it's like the way that they keep on functioning with a situation, it's like everything is pointing their direction and exposing them all at the same time while you're alone. Fucking weak ass people, bro. Like this is a group of people. I'm gonna tell you right now, some of these individuals ain't been to jail a day in their life or prison a day in their life. The minute they get in there and they spot somebody like this, they're gonna get cornered. I promise you. I promise you. They think they big and bad rolling in a group. Step in that fucking prison cell, bro. Step in that dorm or step in that jail cell and see what you're about then. You ain't gonna have your buddies around there. I promise you. Even you and your buddies, they'll still take y'all on. That's another thing. The Page of Wands can represent a younger kid. You messing with kids with the Page of Wands? You like to mess with kids? They got a place for you out there, bro. And just how I explain it, when it comes to federal prison, they got a specific place for some of you out there to like to mess with these youngins. You deserve to get your face kicked in. King of Swords, as I'm saying that. Look, y'all, I'm going to have to get off this video because this is a lot of negative energy that is being projected. I can feel these individuals literally hiding and projecting something on an innocent person. This could be up to 7 people. King of Swords could represent a law enforcement official. I don't know what good this going to do with him sitting down when you got these individuals being targeted for harm, buddy. You need to do something about that. You don't let these kids get hurt that way. With the Page of Wands, you need to step in and do something about that. What's going on when it comes to the youngins? They may be trying to accuse a masculine. They're stalking a masculine and falsely accusing a King of Cups. This could be a daddy. This is a good daddy. He could be a water sign. He could either be a Pisces or a Scorpio. That's having to deal with the law. Like this may be a legal situation, but people are trying to project onto him as if he's a bad guy. No, he's not. This is literally a daddy. So this could be a daddy. This man will come unglued, but I'm going to tell you that right now. This dude's a protector. Whoever this is a protector. And this man maybe having issues with the legal system, trying to prosecute or persecute him for standing up for youngins, etc. But the way that they're trying to manipulate it, they're trying to manipulate it as if he's the one that's hurting them, but he's not. You better get your fucking information straight, or some of these individuals need to do their research. Even when it comes to research, make sure you fully know somebody, who they are, before you get tangled up with these rumors. Because I'm going to tell you right now, this guy, this energy right here feels like a fighter. I'd watch it, bro. This dude is a protector. Like, he may even have a family himself. He may be a single independent man. But this could be a daddy. This is a good daddy. I'm telling you. I know how energy feels in my tarot cards, y'all. This is a good daddy. I can feel the protective vibes coming off this card. Whoever this water sign King of Cups is, it's not a bad guy, or it could be an air sign. This is not a bad dude at all. But he can be, and he could be ruthless when it comes to protecting these individuals. I'm going to let you know about it, bro. You need to leave this individual alone. Whoever keeps on messing with this guy, It's like they think that they got something to prove. Uh-uh. They're only proving how stupid, how ignorant, how much of lack of common sense that they really have when it comes to this person. I would just be real about it. So what's going on with the King of Cups? Could be a Queen of Cups. Could be a female, but this give me a heavy masculine energy. This could be a daddy. And yes, to the ladies out there, men do go through that. They go through false allegations and being accused of being an abusive father, or even if it's not a father, men do get falsely accused of shit that they're not doing. This is something that keeps on being juggled over and over and over and over and over and over and over. You know what I'm getting from this King of Swords energy? I'm going to kind of calm down on the read, y'all, when it comes to the negative part of it. I mean, I can't help it, bro. I'm a passionate, intense person. But when it comes to this King of Swords, it's just this projection. All of this projection right here with the Seven of Cups, this is irritating. If you're a reader and you're experienced, you will be able to feel that energy coming off the cards. I don't have any sage either, so. But anyways, with the King of Swords energy being here, I'm looking at the color pattern of this card. This could possibly be one of the legitimate ones that you may see on the news whenever a raid happens, is what I'm getting. This is one of the ones that you may not see in the camera talking with an interview after a raid happens, but this is a higher up authority figure that you will see carrying out evidence, seizing evidence out of an institution or a building, and you will see them with their jacket on is what I'm getting, or their suit and tie. Just give me the vibes of a Fed here with the King of Swords. Because that's what they're known by. If you see men in suits and ties, this is not regular, like the regular local law enforcement. This could have something to do with some higher up authority. When it comes to this situation, if things are being done when it comes to these youngins, that's going to be crimes against children. And these individuals have the authority to investigate that indeed. This could be the DOJ or the FBI with that King of Swords energy. They need them, bro. They need them when it comes to the situation because something ain't right when it comes to these individuals trying to mess with an innocent person. That can either be a daddy, don't have to be a daddy. But I'm kind of getting strong fatherly energy from this King of Cups. This is a good dad. I promise you he is. He could look intimidating or whatever. It ain't about the outer exterior to start with. It's about the energy. It's about what he stands for, bro. People ain't looking into that, though. People ain't looking at that, but I can feel that energy. I'm intuitively clairvoyant. I can sense that energy coming off this card. As if the man standing right here in the room with me. I can sense that coming off this energy. This is a good dude that's protective. It could also be a female, but I'm not really getting that. Hold on, y'all. Hopefully y'all didn't see that. I had something on my nose. I felt it was like tickling right there. But anyways, that was kind of embarrassing. But anyways, we ain't about to get distracted when it comes to that. But yeah, just like I was saying, like there could be someone. I'm not really getting a feminine's energy. I know females go through the same thing as being labeled as a bad mother figure or whatever. But this is a strong masculine energy. Even though he may be perceived as to be laid back and chilled and a nice person, a kind person, don't get it twisted. Don't get it twisted. This could possibly be a Cancer male. Don't have to be. I mean, we do have the Chariot card there that's Cancer. There's something very significant about someone just sitting there, and it's like whenever them pinchers go off, bro, I'm getting something to do with pinchers. That's the crab. Bro, somebody could literally look hella intimidating on the outer exterior, yet these people are still stupid enough to try this guy. Good luck. Good luck. That's the truth. I'm telling the truth, Ace of Swords. That's the truth. That's the truth. What I'm calling out is the truth. This is an omen. That's the truth. Somebody could be happy because I could be confirming that for someone. It's the truth, bro. I believe this energy. I'm telling you right now, bro, I'm very attuned when it comes to energies. When something feels off, I even know how to identify it with the card being in an upright position. Because sometimes the cards will come out like that. Like, just like, for instance, how some cards in the past came up in the upright position, but yet there was something that felt off about that energy. And the rest of the cards identify why it fell off. Because there's something that ain't right. There's a lot of manipulation in order for them to appear as if they're in the upright position. But this right here is the real deal. What you see is what you get with the King of Cups. This person could be a speaker. They could be speaking out against injustice. Ace of Swords reverse would be injustice, but they could be speaking out since it's in the upright about an injustice. And they're telling the truth. They're telling the truth. And the King of Swords, I'm getting a DOJ and the FBI may be backing this individual up. They may be identified as somewhat of a whistleblower. But yet, I don't know why some of these individuals are subjected to attacks and oppression when it comes to that. Because that's a federal law violation, bro. They can't be doing that to them. You know, that's when these individuals right here ought to step in as to say, hey, oh, whoa, whoa. That's oppression. You can't be doing that. You can't be intimidating the individual. Because that's under Title 18 USC Section 241, conspiracy against rights. Oppression is in that violation and title. Oppression, intimidation, and I want to say bullying is within the Title 18 USC Section 241 violation. They cannot be doing that. So whoever is trying to retaliate upon this King of Cups or lashing out at them, especially when it comes to a few authority figures that's trying to cover something up, when it comes to a Queen of Pentacles reverse, don't you know this card means the three-letter word trafficking, exploitation? That's what this card means in reverse. From the feel of the energy, they're trying to cover what this individual has been doing to an innocent father figure or an innocent man that may not be a daddy. Confirmation with that train going by. Whoever's in here with some peaceful energy, it's greatly appreciated that right now, y'all. It's greatly appreciated. Whoever has this calm energy to them, it's appreciated and it's much needed when it comes to this read. So what else is going on? The Hermit reverse. This could be due to an innocent person being looked into for no reason. Virgo energy. This is also the card of when it comes to if you're reading on authority or whatever this is, like something that may have something to do with the government, etc. When it's in reverse, this right here could be pertaining to some type of fraud. But there's different branches that can literally dismantle this fraudulent act. That's the thing. Because if you don't have them, then how the hell are you going to be protected? How are you able to fight this by yourself? When it comes to situations like this, bro, you need the DOJ and the FBI to step in and protect people when it comes to that. Because how would it look for an innocent person sitting behind bars that didn't have anything to do with the situation, at them relentlessly being accused of something that they didn't do? How you think this going to go over whenever they step behind those bars or get in that dorm? Don't you think people going to be curious? They're going to already have information on what they're doing in there? This ain't a good look for these individuals, no. But I'm getting at there may be a few loyal individuals that may have this individual side, that if something does happen or whatever, I'm not saying it will, word is already going to be through the dorm or whatever it is. If this is jail or prison, word's already going to get back to these individuals that this individual is innocent. And they're going to respect this individual for standing up and fighting back until the higher-ups actually get involved and pull and create this protection to where they could get this individual out of there. Because this is going to be considered kidnapping of this individual's freedom. I'm getting, they already got the word that this individual is innocent and is being harassed and targeted relentlessly with false assumptions and allegations. And they already know that this ain't the truth because someone could have spoke up for this person. They happy. Okay, so they smiling about something with the Nine of Cups. That's someone with the look. You see that? I'm not really getting someone's gonna have to worry about that happening, but I'm kind of getting that energy. This is giving me the vibes of people having this individual's back. Like they could be comfortable right there. They could literally sit down and like these individuals are literally watching over this person and they're proud of this person. So if this individual wants to go there or whatever, it's like these individuals will literally be cheering this individual on for something. Because they know that they have been getting delayed. This has been a delayed type of situation. This could have something to do with social media, with the papers up here. See how they got papers? This could have had something to do with social media. Someone created some type of misinformation through social media. They could have took it to the extent to use someone's identity or a profile picture of them that's not really them. That's behind some type of social media page. And this was being done through a lot of fabrication to have an innocent person falsely accused of things that are being done over the internet. That would be a cyber crime, which literally needs a cyber task force attention when it comes to that. So that right there would be in the FBI's jurisdiction, correct? Okay, so they definitely need a cyber task force when it comes to this situation. There could be some cloning going on, some illegal screen mirroring or something to do with some phone mirroring. They have to have some type of technology, bro, to discern the difference between two devices when it comes to that. Because I'm getting that there may be another device that may be something about the digital blueprints can identify the difference between two devices. I'm pretty sure they have advanced technology to identify who the perpetrator is beyond sending these messages on some type of social media platform. Y'all hold on a minute. I'm pretty sure they have the technology for that. Do these individuals by any chance have knowledge on an innocent person having to go through this? If they do, they know a lot of fabrication. Seven of Pentacles reverse is fabrication. This is bad investments. So if they do have anything on this situation, it could be pertaining to the last 7 months. Something was collected throughout the last 7 months, which is going to be past a half a year. Yeah, because 6 months is half a year, right? 6 and 6 would be 12. That would make a year. So with the Seven of Pentacles, that would be a half a year and a month, right? So this right here is past a half a year. That's what I mean. It's a little bit over a half a year. There's something very significant about some financial transactions. Like there could have been some money involved with the Seven of Pentacles reverse. This could be due to a lot of elicitation, if that's how you say that. I'm getting heavy extortionist energy off of the Seven of Pentacles reverse. There's some heavy extortionist energy coming off the Seven of Pentacles reverse. This is a yes, Three of Cups. This is something that is connected to a group of individuals with a lot of manipulation and underhandedness. This is also being done while they may be out partying. So while they're out having a good time, this is what they're doing. They actually think this is funny. You're going to find out, bro. That smile going to be wiped off their face when they're in a dorm or when they're behind bars. Whichever the higher-ups decide to do with this situation. But I'm getting that even though I don't have the Eight of Swords or the Justice card with the Hierophant card here or the Patient Man, because usually that would be an indication of someone that's bound to get locked up. I don't have these cards here. But this could be catching someone by surprise. I say by surprise, but it's not really by surprise. It's just these individuals are too arrogant to believe that they have the power to violate federal jurisdictional laws whenever that's not even their jurisdiction, in order to have control over what happens. Like I said, bro, these individuals ain't operating with common sense, because if they knew the laws, okay, so there could be some officials that may not be officials, but for this situation, there could be up to 3 of them. I'm not really getting 7 of them. Like, it could just take just a few of them to drag a situation out, and the rest is going to follow behind the rest of them. So this could be up to maybe 1 to 2 to 3 of them. 3 people would make a group, right? 2 people makes partners, and a third person would make a group. But this is all this takes for something to keep going in a circle like that, because the rest of the people are going to follow behind that. Bro, you honestly think an official is going to take your word over other officials? They're not trained that way. They're trained to anything that you say can and will be used against you. Why you think they have that saying? Now, if you know your rights when it comes to certain titles and sections, and you know your rights when it comes to evidence, challenging evidence right there on the spot, then yeah, you could pretty much get yourself out the situation. But when it comes to this situation right here, if all these other individuals are chiming in or listening to what they have to say or what they're doing, then they're not going to sit there and have your side. Now, this may not happen for everybody out there, but with this situation right here, but they're too much buddy-buddy with each other, which would be a conflict of interest. That's exactly what that is. So if some of you has ever reported something to the higher-ups, then this right here, that right there is going to be verified as something to where something very heavily about conflict of interest with the 3 of Cups. There's too much buddy-buddy going on here. This is a yes. The Sun card has came out in an upright position. This is a yes. But this is also something that has been illuminated. So there's a lot of illumination to this buddy-buddy type situationship. 8 of Swords. Okay, so I'm getting that since this was illuminated, there's a light shine down on this situation. There's the 8 of Swords. I just said that earlier. Even though it didn't come out in the original towel spread, they could end up going to prison for this. 3 of Swords. I'm getting lockup energy very heavily. This could be someone's ex with the 3 of Swords. Don't have to be, but this is a situation that was continuously having someone alienated, isolated, not looked at as a good person, when in reality they're a good person all this time. And these individuals that has been doing this to them has been hiding with a facade, including some corrupt officials that has been covering for something and hurting this person. That's all right, bro. You're going to get yours. It's coming. The right people get a hold to the right information, and they start building a case, and they obtain a lot of strength, enough strength for the prosecutors, federal prosecutors, and the U.S. Attorney's Office. Your ass is done. All that judge got to do is sign off a search warrant, arrest warrant. You're done, bro. Promise you. You think people going to play with you, 8 of Wands? As I'm saying that, okay, so there's a lot of conversations that have been had. That's inappropriate conversations that was causing harm with the 3 of Swords. So there's been a lot of inappropriate conversations. Like I said, with the Wheel of Fortune reverse, this is a lot of inappropriate conversations being done at an excessive rate when it comes to sending messages, like something going back and forth very quickly with the 8 of Wands. This is definitely communication. This could have been done online. As y'all can see, there's lines. This was done online, but whatever was being done was definitely causing harm. I mean, for some of you out there, if these individuals try to talk your ex into being involved with something, or trying to force them to be involved with something, then this right here could be seen as to be by forcing them through the coercion of fraud. So that right there would be an extortionist. Okay, so for some of you out there, if this is, if there's an illusion that is being created in order to try to make it seem as if this individual is intentionally hurting you, I'm not really getting that. Some of them may be involved that intentionally hurting you, but this is being done through the coercion of fraud that the higher ups are going to have to get involved to stop these individuals from getting this individual to do this to you or to be part of these individuals type of illegal operation. This person may suffer from some type of like, they could be trying to take it, like something could be coming out about someone being taken advantage of, someone's ex being taken advantage of, because they may be dealing with some issues. I'm not really going to be too detailed. I don't judge anybody, but somebody could be dealing with some issues of overindulgence. That's all I'm gonna leave it at with the Seven of Cups. So they could be seen as not in their right state of mind at the time that this is being done. This individual could be scared, like they don't know how to decline these offers, etc. This is being seen to be taking advantage of someone's ex. That's all right, bro. They got a special place for someone like this, for people like this that do this shit to people. I promise you. Are they taking advantage of this ex? This person's ex? Yes. Two of Cups. This is in an upright position. They're relentlessly trying to entangle them within these conversations. So there's conversations being had. This could be interpreted as a badge. This is relentlessly talking them into doing something. They could also talk this ex of this individuals to be in a connection with them, but yet lie on them to try to simulate as if they're the ones that's having a connection with this ex, but there's no contact. Fucking losers, bro. That's what they are. I'm getting, for some of you out there, you have an ex that is being victimized and they're being forced to victimize you through a situation. That's what I'm getting. That's all right. The Most High sees that, y'all. The Most High does see that. Not from a tarot reading. The Most High is watching. I promise y'all that. King of Wands reverses. I'm saying that this is a tyrant. The Emperor reverse at the bottom. So this is definitely a tyrant. This is an official. It could be any official or whatever, but this is definitely an official. This is someone who is abusing their power. This is the card of a tyrant, a dictator. I want to say dictator, someone that's a bully. I like to know why these other officials are not stepping in where this individual is located at in order to stop this individual, bro. Whoever's connected to having this individual forced into doing certain things against their will to hurt an ex of theirs, but yet trying to make it trying to make it appear as if this individual is intentionally hurting this individual for no reason. Even if they took part in some type of situation a while back, like they could have wanted to get out of that, but yet somebody keeps on being talked into doing the same damn thing over and over and over and over and over and over and over. Somebody's jealous. Knight of Cups reverse. This is an extort. This card means extortion and fraud. So someone definitely is relentlessly talking this individual into doing something to someone, and this individual is jealous. This King of Wands reverse is very jealous and envious of this individual's ex. The thing of it is, this individual is trying to get this person, like this official is trying to get an innocent person locked up from other authority figures that may not believe the person that is being falsely accused of some type of conversations that are not being had with this ex with the Three of Swords. They're going to get him, bro. I'm telling you right now, this King of Swords, if there's a higher up official out there, they don't give a damn what the rest of these officials ain't doing. They're going to roll in, and they're going to take this. They're going to take care of this situation. Watch. Watch. I'm about tired of these cards coming out through my tarot cards, and there's other readers out there that are tired of reading the King of Wands or the Queen of Wands reverse energy, because that right there would be seen as bullies when it comes to that card, those cards. It's based off who someone is as a character. Don't have to be a fire sign, but it's based off who someone is as a character with a logical meaning. The patient man. Didn't I just get through saying this earlier with these cards? And look how many cards I got left. This person could be being stopped. There's a lot of enlightenment going on. I'm also hearing there's a lot of light bulbs going off at people's head. That would be enlightenment. So people are being enlightened to the fact that you are indeed not talking to your ex. This is a fraudster that is relentlessly trying to get them involved at hurting you through the coercion of fraud and extortion. Bro, this card means extortionist too. Go look it up. Go look this up for what this individual. This is an official. This is what they do for their career. Go look that up on the money and career reading on Tarot Guide. I promise you, you're going to find a troublemaker. It's going to be mixed in with a troublemaker and illegal activities with fraud and extortion. Go look it up. What else is going on? Ten of Pentacles reverse. This could also have something in regards to any illegitimate business of Rico being ran. There's some heavy racketeering in Rico here with this Ten of Pentacles reverse connected into money laundering, which is illegal activities that are occurring in a public setting, which is violating the public's trust with the Ten of Pentacles reverse. This is not hidden. Page of Swords reverse. This is connected to a lot of stalking, a lot of slander, a lot of gossip. This is a business being ran. Some of these individuals could literally be running a business in someone else's name with their profile picture, targeting youngins with the Page of Swords reverse. You're going to get caught, buddy. I promise you that. The Page of Swords reverse. So this could be pertaining to a business being ran, targeting these individuals, hurting them, and yet scamming. There's a scheme being ran in order to reel in all the currency and to launder it. Oh, yeah, this definitely needs the DOJ and the FBI's attention immediately. Y'all need to stop these individuals, bro. I'm telling you. Three of Wands. It could be some of them at a distance that are waiting on something to go through with the Ace of Wands, and I'm getting something will go through. This needs to be stopped immediately. I know this may take some time or whatever, but when it comes to this type of situation that is out of control, I'm getting like the Knight of Swords reverse energy, which would be something that is out of control. This deserves to be dismantled immediately. Even though it takes certain procedures and a process to go through when it comes to that, it may take a long time. If this has been going on for a long time, it's been long enough. These individuals need to rush in, bro, and do something about the situation, because it's going to get worse. It's going to get worse if they don't stop it. The Lovers, I can't show this card, but this is the Lovers reversed. That's been depicted as two people standing there. So this is definitely connected to one of your exes that you don't have any contact with the Lovers reverse. This is too many. So yeah, this is somebody that you've been separated from. Hierophant reverse, as I'm saying that. This could either be a Gemini with the Lovers or a Taurus that you've been separated from. The Lovers would be Gemini and the Hierophant reverses Taurus. Don't have to be. The Tower reverse Scorpio energy. By these individuals avoiding this from happening, this give me the vibes of a raid, being thrown out of an institution. By it being in reverse, I'm going to tell you how this is being avoided. By continuously cloaking in someone else's energy with using their identity and a fake page of them. With a page of sword reverse. And everything that was already fabricated throughout these last 7 months with the Seven of Pentacles reverse. This right here, they're trying to be credible enough in order to keep pushing the situation to eventually bring charges on this individual, but it ain't legitimate charges. This is through a lot of color of law violations here. I'm going to call that shit out too. So fucking what if they don't like it? It's the truth. That's what justice is about, right? Get it right then. I ain't here to sit there and fucking tell people what they want to hear. I'm going to tell you what you need to hear. Knight of Wands. Bunch of bullshit, man. Somebody could be losing their patience. Like, this could be going back to this. There could be a King of Cups or whatever. Like, I'm getting a heavy father figure. Like, there could be a daddy that may have been going through a very stressful, distressed situation, having to stand up. And these individuals were relentlessly trying to cause problems for this guy. And yet he could be like losing his patience, like, but he may not be showing that. If this individual wants to get agitated or angry, that's perfectly fine to get angry and agitated. From the looks of it, you got some of these individuals that don't look too happy with the situation either. King of Swords look like he ain't a man that, or this could be several of them in the King of Swords energy. These are people that ain't gonna sit there and tolerate that, bro. No, they're not. This will be the man on the news talking to a microphone and telling the public certain information. It may not be all the information, but he will be addressing the public. This could be a special agent in charge that's addressing the public on some type of matter. And they may not release all the information right then and there, but they're still going to release enough as to say, hey, this ain't going to be being ran anymore. This could come as a shocker to a lot of individuals. But this is something that needs to happen, bro. The Hierophant reverse, the Tower reverse, that's all about these individuals not wanting to change. That's going to go back to this card right here in reverse. The ending card reverse. Not wanting to change. It's all about going through a transformation. Things ending, and there's a transformation. When it's in reverse, that means that it's the exact opposite, along with this card right here too. This is, like I said, this is a very stubborn energy. But with the Hierophant being in reverse, this is all about things that are not being done the correct way. This is all about throwing away the rule book. Like, there's no rules. There's no rules in order to prevent these type of activities from occurring. It's like rules don't apply to these individuals. Yes, they do. On the federal titles and sections, yes, they do. These individuals need to go do their damn research, bro. Go research that and go actually study some law. But this ain't the law that they used to. They used to things that ain't even legitimate to start with. Go do their research. Y'all, if it seems that I'm getting heated and passionate, it's because I am. I'm a Scorpio, bro. I ain't meant to be chill. I ain't meant to sit there and be like, oh, it needs to chill. Fuck chilling. People can't handle the intensity. There's the door, bro. Hit the road. Click off the video. This is my authentic self. However you say that, this is being authentic, being my true self. You have to bring passion to a situation because that right there is what's going to give the intensity beyond it. Not so much with getting angry, but being very passionate and intense about it. Give me another message. The devil. I can't show this card, but well, the bottom part of it, but look, the devil. This is predatory. These are predators. These are predators, bro, I'm telling you. They don't know when to back off of somebody, and this is nasty what they're doing. The devil card is connected into human trafficking, too. When it comes to tarot, this is underworld crimes. Clarify that. Ace of Wands reverse, wanted to come up in reverse. I know it was in the upright earlier, but it turned out in reverse. Okay, so apparently something is being stopped. I'm getting there's an interference here, like somebody getting in the way and stopping these individuals. And they don't see that coming with the Two of Swords. Like I said, these individuals don't operate like a normal person. Some of these individuals could literally look possessed. They like the energy that you feel from some of these individuals is very nasty. Your intuition is picking that up because how negative and toxic these individuals' energy really are. You may not be able to see them as a demon, like a figure, like a dark mass or whatever, but it's inside these individuals' vessels, bro. I'm telling you. And yet these same individuals are quick to try to want to put an innocent person in jail, but yet you scared of it? Why are you scared? Because you wouldn't cut it in there. I promise you wouldn't cut it in there. The minute you go through them doors, bro, I'm telling you, it's game over. It's game over. And then they go and find out that you've been falsely accusing an innocent person of the shit that they have been doing. Not a good look for them, bro. I'm telling you. I'm getting heavy prison energy, y'all. Not jail, I'm getting heavy prison energy. Why am I channeling that right now? Look, as I said, that justice. That's not the original card, but. Three of Pentacles reverse. That's why I'm channeling prison energy. Because they don't want to end something out. There it is again. There it is again. Two of Wands reverse. They keep on trying to drag a plan out by trying to put an innocent person in prison or jail. Some of you could literally be a Scorpio. This card showing itself again. Don't have to be. Knight of Cups. You're a genuine person. Queen of Cups reverse. Page of Cups reverse, because these individuals are being abused, and there could be some catfishing accounts. You see that fish in the cup? There's some catfishing accounts being used in order to target these youngins. With the Page of Cups reverse, this card means child abuse. Three of Cups, the Temperance reverse, Sagittarius energy. Three of Swords. Like I said, these individuals are being hurt. King of Wands. Page of Wands reverse, so there's two pages reverse. This could be somebody on a fake page using somebody's profile picture and identity. etc. Five of Wands, because they don't want to stop. This is a criminal ring that keeps on doing this, bothering these youngins, versus that innocent person that's not doing any of that. Page of Swords are being watched, bro. This group here that keeps doing this shit, that keeps attacking one person, this is an investigator. Could be several of them. That could be that King of Swords. I pray the DOJ and the FBI is aware of what's really going on, because this needs attention drawn to it, to this institution. That could be them. Bro, this would be me if I was to have an authority position. I wouldn't be watching. I'll be looking for ways to take some fucking action. But I know there's certain procedures or whatever. I don't give, bro, at this point, I don't give a damn. When it comes to situations like this that keeps on, it don't have to be pertaining to things like this, but this is serious, though. They need to stop these individuals, bro, because this is out of line with the Five of Wands. I know there are certain procedures that they have to follow or whatever when it comes to that. They can't just rush in by themselves, like, or by themselves as an individual. But as far as somebody like me, they may get mad at me for that, but I don't give a shit. You show people what it's really like, bro, to protect somebody or to protect individuals that deserve to be protected. You don't sit there and wait that out, bro. The World reverse. Queen of Wands and the Chariot reverse. With the Three of Pentacles reverse. So why am I channeling heavy prison energy is because apparently these individuals keep on going in a circle and attacking one person and hurting them over and over and over and over and over and hurting youngins at the same time with the Page of Cups reverse. They're abusing these individuals relentlessly. Falsifying things on papers. That's the institution. There could be multiple institutions that are cooperating or collaborating together to work against one person. You see those papers right there? That's all that fabrication. And this is a cycle that does not want to end out, bro. With the ending card and the World card reverse. Y'all see that? Both of these cards is an indication that this is not wanting to end like it should be ending. This could be a pedal ring that needs immediate attention to it, fit to be dismantled, even crooked authority figures. With the Three of Pentacles reverse. Clarify these cards. Nine of Swords reverse. It's like these individuals ain't worried about getting caught because they honestly think that them doing this by cloaking in the innocent person's energy, by doing this to them, is going to have the wrong person convicted of the shit that they're doing. But it ain't going to work that way, I promise you that. Look at that, Seven of Cups reverse. I'm saying that this means that there's a reality check for these authority figures. They see who's behind creating all these smoke screens and illusions. They see this individual being followed, Six of Swords reverse, as trying to cause a trouble to somebody. This is connected to following, not wanting to leave somebody alone. And we do have the Chariot card there in reverse too. This can have something pertaining to these individuals doing something shady to someone pertaining to a vehicle. This is movement. Every time that you move or every time that you go somewhere, you travel, there's something that's being done whenever you're traveling with the Chariot reverse. This is a vehicle. You're being lied on. Someone's being messaged. There it is again. Three of Pentacles reverse, can't make it up. These are the individuals that are doing this shit to upset somebody. Some of you could be feeling your intuition pull on you. This is a pulling energy, like a pulling, a sinking feeling. You see the water? It gets something to do with like a sinking feeling. Like something don't feel right, that's the sinking feeling. This is why you feel that way. Because these whacked ass people keep on doing shit, shady shit to this person. When it comes to them with movement here, with the Chariot reverse and the Six of Swords reverse, they keep doing something relentless in regards to the papers. This is a corrupt practice that is being done. The Empress. This is in order for them to appear as if they're doing the right thing by making somebody out to be something that they're not. This can also be being done to a mom. That is actually a good mother, lady. Something could have been seen recently to where someone declined someone's offer to get it on with them. Okay, so someone could have been seen here recently to decline an offer. This is some inappropriate type of advances, bro, being made towards, this could be some females. And this is also these individuals too, with the pages reversed. Six of Wands. This could be being done over social media. Six of Wands could be a social media influencer. This could be someone that could be well known over, let's say, this could be like Facebook. It could be Instagram. It could be TikTok, etc. Don't have to be one of them. But this is definitely like, I'm getting something to do with, like they keep on harassing people that have, like this person can have a lot of friends on a social media platform. And it's like someone keeps on doing something to bother them. And it's like this individual right here may care about somebody enough to decline that because they know that this ain't right. But yet they keep on harassing them. Keep on harassing them. Like there's an aggressive, excessive harassment here with the situation. Five of Pentacles. This is connected to a scandal. This is going to be connected to that scandal where somebody keeps on going through with being wrongfully accused of shit that they're not doing. And this is fake pages right here. But yet this is what's being done on these fake pages. They're abusing these individuals right here. And they're having the wrong person scandalized for the shit that they're doing. This could be hurting an earth sign, a Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn to be exact. Don't have to be. The Strength reverse, bullying this individual into doing shit. They could be suffering from health issues. Okay, so this could be stemming back to the Seven of Cups energy. This individual may not be in the right state of mind, but yet they're being bullied into doing shit that they really don't want to do. And yet there's other people that are also being harassed. It's like these individuals just sit back and look at the meeting. Bro. This situation ain't funny, but it's like the way I'm describing, these individuals are desperate to get more people involved and supporting this type of shit with the Six of Wands. It's like they got maybe up to six. 6 and 3 would be what, 7, 8, 9. That would be like up to 9 supporters, etc. They may not have that many supporters that support this type of nonsense, but it's like they're trying to push for different people. This is insane, bro. It's like people actually support that shit with the Six of Wands. But this has a lot to do with social media, with the Six of Wands energy. It's like they go around looking for different people on social media in order to harass them or to try to get them to join this type of operation, which is highly illegal. It's on a federal level, bro. This is prohibited under federal law, what these individuals are doing when it comes to doing this shit to this person and other people. This type of harassment and aggravated stalking and false allegations are prohibited under federal law jurisdiction. I hope y'all know that. Queen of Swords reverse. This is also connected into some malicious prosecution. Queen of Swords reverse is maliciousness, malice. This is with the intent to purposely and deliberately lie on someone to abuse their weapon of power with the sword reverse. They could be trying to get an air sign, like they could be trying to corrupt the air sign's mentality. A Libra, Gemini, Aquarius don't have to be. They could be seen to be trying to get in the air sign's head and trying to misguide them because they're already struggling with some type of mental stagnation when it comes to other problems in their life. This may have something to do with other problems in their life, but yet they're using this to their advantage in order to get this individual. It's like they perceive them to be in a weak state of mind to try to persuade them into joining this. And this individual may be in their head like going flip-flopping back and forth. Like a two-faced energy. This could be a Gemini. Get like this two-faced energy. Not meaning that Gemini is bad. So it's not the zodiac sign. But they're known to have that twin side to them. Like they could have that other side to them. Which like everybody can have that side. But Gemini is known as a two-faced twins, etc. Don't have to be. This could also be another air sign, a Libra or Aquarius. This is Libra energy right here with the Empress card. Lady. You know what I'm saying? Lady. People probably miss how I say that, lady. I mean, that's what the card is. What you want me to call a person with a crown on top of their head? That's a lady. Lady. So they could be trying to get in this person's head. Don't have to be an air sign. It can either be a Gemini or a Libra or a possible Aquarius. This person is isolating. Okay, so they could have ghosted this situation because they know it's wrong. They know it's wrong. Even though they're in reverse, they're throwing their hand up at the same time as to say, oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Leave them alone. Okay, so this air sign could be getting harassed too. And she may not come out and she's being passive aggressive about these individuals leaving her alone. She's not going to come right out and tell that. I mean, she could have, but I'm kind of getting like a passive aggressive energy from the Queen of Swords energy. She could have just ghosted and said the hell with it. Because she knows this is wrong. Justice. This could be a Gemini. The Magician is Gemini, Virgo energy. So this could definitely well be a Gemini or a Virgo. A Gemini or a Virgo lady. Sound like to me she's going into mystery mode right now and she's unreadable. Because she has that hidden skill and the hidden talent to do that. She instantly knows how to switch a situation very quickly. Oh, as I'm saying that, the Wheel of Fortune go on. Whoever this individual is, just like I've been saying it, look, they know how to switch events. They know how to literally cause change to happen instantly with the Wheel of Fortune. I'm right on that. But this is undetected when it comes to these individuals not fully knowing who this individual really is. Look at that. Bro, these individuals could literally be getting caught by this one person or somebody else. Like there's other people that's not going down the same path or agreeing to any of this. But it's like they're fooling these individuals as to make them believe that they're actually going to carry this out, but they're really not. Yeah, 8 of Wands. And this is being done excessively in order for them to not carry it out, for them to get caught even quicker. It's like these individuals want to see how fast they can get caught. Hey, this ain't a funny situation though, but it's funny how they getting caught though. It's like they want to see how fast they can run, but yet they want to see how fast they can get caught up. That's basically how they're presenting themselves through the situation with continuously doing the same damn thing. It's no common sense, bro. They don't have common sense. They definitely caught in their lives. And somebody outsmarted them. 9 of Cups reverse. This person's not too happy about the decisions that they made with kind of entertaining that, but yet not all the way. It's like they had 1 foot in and 1 foot out with the Seven of Swords reverse. That's what this is giving me the vibes of, like 1 foot in and 1 foot out. Because their intuition kept on telling them not to go along with that. Yeah, the Ten of Wands reverse. But this could have been a huge release of stress off this individual, a lot of tension released off this individual. Ever since they let this go and are no longer entertaining this type of drama or nonsense when it comes to that. Yeah, they let that go. Four of Pentacles reverse. They let that go. They definitely let that go. I don't really see this individual having anything to hold on to or trying to hold you back. Yeah, the High Priestess reversed as I'm saying that. Whatever was bothering this individual to intuitively reveal to someone could have revealed that. Could have actually told some investigators what was really being done to you and had your back. Instead of these individuals, instead of going along with what these losers keep on doing to you. I mean, somebody got to stand up, brother. Sun reverse. This individual's not happy at all. Leo energy, they're not happy. The Ace of Pentacles, they're not happy because this is being done, that look like to me, financial payout to try to sabotage you and set you up. This person ain't taking this too lightly. They said they'll take that off all right. They'll take that off and deliver all this information and reveal this to the investigators or the higher ups and tell them what the hell is being done to you to get this problem out your way. Because they don't want to leave you alone with the Eight of Cups reverse. You continuously keep on being bothered over and over and over and over and over. It's all about not being able to walk away, not being able to walk away. This is holding you up with a situation, bro. I'm also getting these investigators, there could be a possibility of them being charged with illegal, unlawful investigative detention. Because this is some form of detention, like you being held up. I'm going to explain what investigative detention is. When it comes to investigative detention, that means when they already have enough on the individual. Now, this is legitimate, though, when it comes to that. When they already have enough on the individual that is more than reasonable suspicion, it would lead to probable cause. Therefore, they show up to the individual's residence. They speak to the individual for a little while, and then all of a sudden, they get out their handcuffs and they put them in cuffs and they detain them. That's called investigative detention. And they further look for more evidence while the individual's in cuffs, which is detainment. Not meaning that they're originally arrested, but it's an investigative detention. So they can further investigate and gather more evidence physically while they're at the individual's residence, etc. That's what investigative detention means. Just like detain, like whenever they tell you you're detained, you're not free to go, that don't necessarily mean that you're under arrest. It means that you're not free to go. If you go to leave, see, a lot of people think, bro, like just because the law, like I just talk about the corrupt shit or whatever. No, I don't. If an official tells you that you're detained, you cannot walk away. You cannot walk. And I've seen several people literally walk away and get it on camera and try to make the official out to be wrong. No, they not. No, they not. Now, I mean, if it's an unlawful order or whatever and you didn't commit a crime and you being detained for no legitimate reason, then still you can't legally go. But I mean, if you could prove that something is not right or whatever, then yeah, you could do it on your own that way. But I literally seen a few people try to argue their point and to try to throw everything back off on them, and they lost. They lost. That is a lawful order, bro. Like whenever they tell you detained, you cannot legally leave. You can't. It don't mean that you're in trouble. It means that detain means you have to stay. You don't have to sit down or whatever, but you must be present throughout the investigation that is taking place. Because if you leave, that's going to be, I want to say, flight from an officer or aggravated flight from an officer they could charge you with, or it's flight from an officer. And that means that right there, they're going to look upon that as you're running, which therefore triggers a chase. But I literally seen somebody try to back themselves up. Wrong. When you told that you're detained, that means you're not free to go. Now, if they don't give you a full answer when you ask them, hey, are you being detained or are you free to go? If they still don't give you a solid answer, it don't necessarily mean that you're detained. It means that they're avoiding something in order to lead to that, which therefore you are in the clear. But you have to know how to use your words when it comes to these individuals, because if not, people start doing this. Do not answer any fucking questions. You execute the Fifth Amendment, the right to remain silent, and you are like an attorney present. Don't answer shit. You flip, now, if you got a situation on these individuals trying to question you, you flip that interrogation back up on them and you start investigating them. But you don't do it in an asshole type of way. You do it in a very confident way. I like your badge number. I like your name. I like your supervisor out here, etc. You have the right to request a supervisor out there on whatever it is. You have that right. But it's when you know, like, I'm not saying be unprofessional about it or start cussing them out. Don't do that to the officer or whatever. I mean, y'all can do what y'all want to do. But at the same time, if they're showing you respect or whatever, even though they may be sitting there doing something that's not right, I wouldn't cuss them out. And second off, I wouldn't put a phone in front of someone's face that knows that they're doing their job the right way, and yet the individual that don't know the law, don't know what they're doing, and yet it's making themselves look like an ass. I disagree with that too, to put a phone in their face. But if you know that you're in the right and you can prove that you're in the right, then it's all about flipping the investigation and interrogation back off on them and literally stating certain things when it comes to the law to make them aware of, hey, what they can be doing and what they cannot be doing. It's all in the way that you communicate. And if you know what you're doing, then chances are, it's like, damn, bro, do they really want to risk that? It's going to have them thinking. And when you could put an official in their head to have them thinking, depending on who it is, you can have a whole group of them at your residence or wherever it is. And the minute you put all of them in their head, bro, with certain things that you tell them, you have the green light. You're more than likely going to be told you're free to go, sir. Free to go, man. Sorry to bother you. You have a nice night or a nice day. And they'll leave you alone. It doesn't necessarily have to result into cussing them out. I would not cuss them out. I mean, you could be it is protected under free speech, the First Amendment. You could tell them F off, leave you alone. It's constitutional protected activity, a free speech. But just because it's right, I wouldn't do it. I mean, now, if they're sitting there trying to do things, trying to force you against your will or whatever, or trying to do things and they're not paying attention, and they're trying to aggravate you or whatever, then yeah, you could blow off some steam, but keep it at a moderate tone, because therefore they could throw disorderly conduct on you or disturbing the peace if you're yelling like at an incredibly loud rate. But if you are saying F off in a moderate tone, and call them a few cuss words, can't do shit. It's not disorderly conduct. It's not disturbing the peace. It means that you're simply exercising free speech of your right to freedom of expression. You're not breaking any law. Now, if you're yelling in a public setting and you're yelling like I'm talking about loud, and you're provoking through threats, they could get you with disturbing a piece of disorderly conduct, etc. They could get you with that for sure. But if you're not doing that in a moderate tone and you just addressing the issue in a very moderate, calm-like tone, they can't do shit to you. And make sure that you're a good distance away from the official, because therefore they're going to want to try to say, why are you all up in their space? Keep distance. Keep distance from them. That way they can't accuse you or assume that, oh, well, you're trying to charge towards them. You keep a safe distance between you and the official whenever you're addressing the issue or whatever. If it gets to that point. But as far as cussing them out or whatever, I mean, if they aggravating you, bro, pissing you off, you have the right to let out a bit of steam. You do. They can't be fucking violating your rights like that. You know, but I mean, I will remain chilled, because a chilled, relaxed mind is an intelligent mind. The minute you go off an emotional impulsive response, you lose control. And when you lose control, therefore comes actions that you may regret later on, like lashing out on them. You got a charge on you. I mean, some people could care less if they get a charge or not, depending on what kind of day they have. But still, though, it takes a split second or 2 seconds to think about something before you do it. But anyways, let's go ahead and get a closing message for the read. I'm also guided to go back to the father figure that was being harassed by these individuals. That may be a daddy out there. I've been guided to tell this dude to keep his head up. That the Most High is watching over the situation, and you are protected by a numerous amount of guardian angels. I promise you that. The Most High got you, bro. That King of Cups, whoever that is, that's a daddy. You got guardian angels around you all over. I'm not saying this through my tarot cards either. I don't have the angelic cards out here. I'm not saying it for my tarot cards. I'm saying this because I'm an intuitive person. I know whenever I feel protection around me and around other people, or when someone's a good person, no matter how they look on the outer exterior, no matter if they had experience with getting in trouble, that don't define them as a person. People do indeed evolve and change. And it's the ones that may have had a bit of background or some type of what they call criminal history. That's actually the best, the realest that you could come across. So the hell with what other people got to say about you. I know how to tune into and to be able to identify what is going on energetically, etc. I may not know everything, but as far as the energy feels, there's a lot of protection, a lot of security, and a lot of it is what it is. If that's what they want to believe, then so be it. But this individual is not going to go down without putting up one hell of a fight for their justice. I'll tell you that right now. This man ain't going to sit back and tell people what they want to hear. Whoever this father figure is, that may be a Cancer, Pisces, or a Scorpio father figure. That's a daddy. I mean, just like I said, this could be a mother figure too. But just like I said, ladies, I know that a lot of individuals, you know, the men and the women, they go through situations like that. But when it comes to this specific issue that may be continuously harassing someone over and over and over and over and over and over and over, which y'all could be subjected to the same type of harassment. But when it comes to this, the men aren't believed in these times. They're not. This man needs protection, and he needs authority figures to defend him when it comes to this. Because there's too many of them on this guy for no reason. Including some of the officials, dirty officials. Eight of Pentacles, the verses, I'm saying that. This guy has definitely fallen victim. This could be someone falling victim to scams with the Eight of Pentacles, the verse. Or it could also be a female. Whoever you are, you have fallen victim to a scam. That could have been done numerous amount of times. This could be pertaining to the last 7 to 8 months. Something was obtained to prove that this is a scam. And some people may question, well, how is a scam being committed? Like I said earlier, off of them catfishing accounts, to the page of cup, the verse, fishy offers. See the fish in the cup? Right here? That's a catfishing account, a bad messenger. And this right here is about a messenger with bad intentions. With the page of Wanda verse. But this is a catfisher that's behind that. That's doing that. I'm also getting they could have tried to flip the script and to try to accuse you of being a catfish or catfishing them, etc. Trying to use their profile picture, but yet this is them doing that to themselves. It's showing itself again, bro. As I said that earlier, look at that. Seven of Pentacles reverse again. This card come out early in reverse, didn't it? Look at it again. After I shuffle these cards, it's coming out in reverse again. So this is another thing that they invested their time into doing. Trying to have you falsely accused of you doing this to them. By trying to make them out to be the enemy. But yet the whole time, this is what was started upon you from the jump. This business was premeditated and planned out before they started this shit upon this person. Two of Cups reverse. Because they already thought that they had enough leverage at the fact that this ex may have been kind of jealous of this person or envious and didn't want them to move on with their life to find a new love or whatever. But as time went on, things could have faded from this individual. Like they could have started to get over this person. But yet, this is what is continuously lingering to cause this individual, if they do feel some kind of way. But I'm not really getting that with the Two of Cups reverse. From the looks of it, this person hasn't had contact with their ex in a long time. Ten of Pentacles reverse again as I'm saying that. This could have been due to some type of, this could have been an open relationship, an open marriage, an open engagement. That could have been something going on where there was just too many problems in regards to an open connection, or just too much out in the open, like having to hide, especially if somebody is engaged or they're married. That ain't the way to go, bro. You need to leave that alone. Leave that alone. Turn the opposite way and leave. That's the best thing to do with the Ten of Pentacles reverse. But that, like, there could have been a lot of people that could have knew about that with the Ten of Pentacles reverse. Whoever left has done the right thing with the Ten of Pentacles reverse. You did the right thing. There could have also been some dark shit that could have been being done. That could have been being done whenever you was with this individual, in order to try to bind you to this person. Like I said, but there was a lot of spells that was being done, a lot of witchy things, underworld things that was being done. And this right here could have had a lot to do with you not being independent emotionally. So you could have suffered from some type of emotional codependency, where you had to emotionally rely on somebody else in order to make you happy. I'll tell you right now, bro, this person been on left this individual a long time ago with the Ten of Pentacles reverse. It's like something keeps on being done over. There it is again, the Devil card. Something keeps on being done over and over and over and over and over and over and over. Excessively. Like there's a lot of excessiveness here with the Devil card. It's like they're relentlessly trying to chain this individual to this individual in a very toxic, abusive way. It's like they want this individual to be who these fuckers are that keep on doing this to these individuals. That's exactly what is happening with this situation. And this could have been done with spell work a while back with the Devil card. But yet something protected this individual and literally got this demon off of them. And yet they left with the Ten of Pentacles reverse because there was too much going on with trying to hide from people. Especially if this is an engagement or a marriage and you hide from the individual significant other. But that ain't the way to go. You need to leave that alone immediately. But when it comes to spell work and you're not aware of what witchcraft really is, that can cause a binding cord. That could bind you in the spirit world to this individual, and it can make it almost damn near impossible to leave. But yet you broke loose. And whatever this demon is, bro, like whatever these demons are that has already been present that you may or not have been aware about back then, it still is present now, and it's coming through these individuals because of something that you're not, but yet they're relentlessly trying to force you. It's like they want to force all this onto you because you're not that person. If that makes any sense. I'm trying to best of my ability to channel these messages, y'all. There's a lot of energy. There's a lot of scattered energy that is going on. The Page of Pentacles reverse is not out here, but that usually would be the card of scattered energies. But there's a lot of scatteredness when it comes to the situation. King of Pentacles, reverse. This card means extortion, corruption. Ten of Cups. This ain't a good look for these individuals, bro. It's like they want you to be part of something that didn't have enough strength in order to latch on to you, in order to transform or shift you into something that you're not with the Devil card. Clarify that. Look at that. As I'm saying that, bro, Eight of Swords reverse. So whatever was trying to bind you with the Eight of Swords, or whatever was trying to keep you stuck there, but yet you could have felt isolated. Like back then, some of you out there could have been asleep. You broke loose of that. And this energy right here is all about oppression, abuse, violence, suppression, control. And this energy is relentlessly trying to put you in the Eight of Swords energy because you broke loose of something that wasn't meant for you. Some of you could also spend some time in prison or jail. Whoever you are, you're a wise person. That don't make you a bad person. That don't make you a criminal. Some people may have did things in their life that they may not be too proud of or whatever, but at the same time, they come out as a much more wiser person. And I'm getting that that's who this individual is. Whoever did get out of there with the Eight of Swords reverse. Fuck these people that want to examine the outer exterior level. It ain't about the outer exterior, bro. It's about the spirit and the soul that someone has. Because that identifies someone as their true characteristic of who they really are. Not based off of, oh, well, this and that, this and that. And for some of you, if you didn't go there, this right here is what this energy is relentlessly and deliberately trying to get to happen to you with the Eight of Swords reverse. Some of you out there can't understand why like these individuals keep on doing that to you. But there's some authority figures that understand that clearly see what the hell is going on. These individuals are toxic, abusive, oppressive. This is going to get stopped. Give me another card. The Hierophant. Okay, so we have the Hierophant in the upright position. Clarify that Hierophant. Six of Cups energy. Okay, so there's some higher up authority figure that knows somebody. That could be that King of Cups energy, or that could be somebody else. It could be a female. There's somebody that has their back turned, right? that walked away from somebody and been walked away from and had their back turned. Something keeps on being done to youngins behind someone's back. This is the person that is having to undergo all this cruelty for no reason. And this is being done to these individuals. They know that you was innocent a while back. They know that someone has their back turned. They're focused on their finances. They're focused on becoming very successful. They're independent. They don't need anybody around. Some of you out there don't even spend time around anybody. It's like you're a loner. You spend time alone. That's going to wrap it right back around to the isolation, why you may be alone. But now everything is making sense to these individuals why you're alone, because these individuals keep dragging your name through the mud and keeps on getting people to join this type of cruelty and attacks upon your person, and also trying to set you up and put you in jail. This is an extremism mixed in with satanic cultism, if that's how you say that. Satanic cult dash extremism group. Hate you because you ain't one of them. Yet got to run this disinformation campaign against you. Try to throw false charges on you in all the hopes of getting you locked up. That's abuse, bro. That's abuse. Then you stooping this damn low to use these individuals with the pages reversed to do it. They need to lock your ass up. That's what needs to happen to you, and maybe you'll learn your fucking lesson then to leave innocent people alone. These individuals are the one with the problem. I promise y'all that. They the ones with the problem. Six of Pentacles. Some of you out there, you could have been a veteran that could have had to go through this. I'll get something very significant about the Army. This is giving me flashbacks of my kin folks that are Navy SEALs. Some of you out there could have been in the Army. You help out people that are suffering so you could be a vet. Thank you for your service. That's another reason you don't deserve that. Whoever's mistreating these vets this way, they got a special place for you out there, bro. Think you big and bad. You think you tough. You don't know what it's like out there. I may not have experience when it comes to that part or whatever, but I'm going to tell you right now, you don't know what these individuals have went through out there. They're the main reasons why you're free. They're the ones that's the true fighters and warriors, if you want my honesty. There's a veteran that has been going through this, being targeted relentlessly. Nah, from the looks of it, these individuals have a file on the veterans. They know who's a veteran. They know exactly who they are, and they could be getting helped out. Not just because they're a veteran, but I'm getting at there's something right here to where these individuals are taking that as a huge sign of disrespect. The FBI could be seeing that. This is either the DOJ or the feds. I'm getting something very significant about the FBI. If there's an individual that's out there being targeted this way, that's a veteran, they don't take that too lightly at all. They see this as a huge sign of disrespect. Eight of Pentacles reverse. This individual has fallen victim to a scam. This individual may struggle with work, or they may be retired. They could be an elderly person. They could be an elderly man that is a veteran. That is having to relentlessly undergo some type of harassment activity. That's a vet. Let's give me the vibes of the Army star right here. Don't you worry, bro. Whoever you are out there, there's some higher up authority figures that has found out, like they know it. They have a file on that. Don't worry about that. Keep it up with your little group, bro. You think you big and bad. Keep it up with your little group. They got a place for you, bro. They gonna get you. You think you cool. You think you a bully. You ain't shit. You ain't shit. You want to pick on the elderly man, man. You want to pick on the elderly female or elderly man. That's all right, bro. What is that charge they could put on these individuals? Elderly abuse or something, or abuse of elders? Something to do with an elderly person. This person is definitely over their 50s. They're older than 56. 55, I mean. Look at that. As I'm saying that, bro, look, 5 of Cups. This person could be crying. I'm going to tell you why they're in that energy, because them relentlessly having PTSD attacks of the war. This is too intense on them, and this could be causing them to be upset, but yet they could be on the verge of wanting to lash out and flash out on these individuals. This is an elderly vet that's going through this. They may spend a lot of time by the bridge or by the water. They may drink a lot with the 5 of Cups. Look, the boots right there. This is a vet, bro. It's being done dirty like that. He could be an earth sign or a water sign. Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Knight of Wands reverse. This person also feels restricted of their freedom. They feel like they can't go anywhere without being bothered. These people are being seen by higher up authority figures, possibly the feds, and they're harassing an elderly veteran. They could have captured some type of footage of this. Good. Good, bro. This all going to be used against these individuals. Good, man. Somebody's doing their job the right way. I can feel it in the cards. Somebody in there is doing their job the right way at conducting a... It could either be a ghost operation investigation, or it could just be a regular surveillance type of investigation with them in like covert vehicles. But could come across as a normal person with casual clothing. You couldn't tell if they're undercover or not, etc. They're not going to have tinted windows either. This is going to be a regular car with a regular license plate on the back of it. Or it could be the other one, a ghost operation. I mean, bro, with these individuals right here that are this arrogant, that are operating this and thinks that they're untouchable and unstoppable, you can literally sit there and, bro, you could sit there and conduct an investigation right in front of their face, and yet they still gonna believe that ain't nothing gonna be able to hurt them. So it don't matter if I say that or not when it comes to these type of individuals right here. The way that these individuals think, they think that they run this country. Yeah, okay. It's a little bullshit lies you're telling yourself. Watch. Watch when you end up in that dorm. Watch when that fucking door closes and see what kind of mindset you have then. First off, you ain't federal law to start with. You don't even know what it is, what it's like. And then you being seen to be overstepping the boundaries and violating that law. These individuals literally feel the more people that they have invested into doing this to people, the more that they're going to come out and actually win and be successful. No, you ain't. No, you ain't. It's going to be a successful downfall for each and every last one of these cowards that think that this is okay because it ain't. By any chance, does a higher up authority figures know that these individuals have this arrogant type of mindset of what I just identified a few seconds ago? Thinking that ain't nobody big and bad enough to stop them from doing this to people, especially these youngins? Do they have knowledge on that? Yes, Four of Wands. How do they perceive these individuals with being in that energy? Ace of Cups reverse, not good. Not good. Negative. Judgment reverse. This right here, bro, I'm getting a lot of this right here. Okay, so they perceive these individuals as the Ace of Cups reverse. I don't really know how to interpret that card as a perception. The judgment in reverse is all about trying to get you to be a scapegoat, but yet it's like blaming other people other than themselves. It's like they're being perceived as they're being criticized, bro. It's like them literally trying to have you criticized for shit that you're not doing. They're being perceived as to be like they're being seen to be avoiding accountability, like they hate taking accountability with the judgment reverse. First off, why are these individuals doing things on fake pages in order to do this to you? Whenever it comes to that, wouldn't that be a false allegation? Wouldn't that be them avoiding accountability? Exactly. Why they gotta hide behind an innocent person to do all these crimes, huh? Why they can't do it themselves? Why they can't be a man or a woman and actually go out there and put their own fucking picture and commit the crime like that in itself? Because they're a bitch, that's why. Real motherfucker gonna do it right there in front of everybody's face with their profile picture, with who they really are. Excuse my cussing. I'm just very passionate dude. I know it's the First Amendment or whatever, but I gotta chill on that because I'm trying to make the read professional without too much profanity. Trying to avoid the F-bombs here and there. I mean, I'm going to drop them here and there, but not every other sentence. I ain't perfect. I don't plan on being perfect. But still, though, bro, like, this some bullshit. Clarify that. The Four of Swords reverse. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do a read based off how these individuals perceive them to be in this frame of mind, to think that they could just do anything that they want, that they're the kings and queens of this country whenever it ain't even in their jurisdiction because they're not even in federal law to start with, to even. This is stupid, bro. Like, these individuals got one hell of a damn ego because they ain't been stopped before. How does a higher up authority figures, possibly the feds, perceive these individuals as being in this frame of mind to think that they could just do anything that they want, violate federal titles and sections without any form of consequences, and still think that they could do it right there in front of their face and still get away with it with having you falsely accused? That's all right when the evidence response team comes out and the evidence is presented in front of them. They ain't gonna know what to say then, now will they? Bro, I'm guessing some of these individuals gonna give these individuals a hell of a hard time. They're gonna have fun with these type of people. Watch. First off, they ain't mentally competent enough to be part of society to start with, to be out there roaming around the public to start with. because they're endangering the public, and this is violating the public's trust. So how does the higher ups perceive that? I can't make it up, bro. Look at that, the devil. The devil. King of Cups reverse, they perceive these individuals as very perverted. Six of Pentacles. The Two of Pentacles. The Moon reverse. I gotta watch what cards, y'all. I'll show to the camera. I can show some of the cards, but some of them are not appropriate to show. Nine of Pentacles reverse. The Fool. Judgment. I can't show the Judgment card. Nine of Swords. There's something wrong with their head. Seven of Cups reverse. The Three of Wands reverse. King of Wands. Ten of Swords reverse. Knight of Swords. They perceive them as very arrogant, as if they're going to win this situation, but yet look at what's coming out here and surfacing about who they really are. They perceive them as to be winning this situation, exactly how I just called it out. They perceive them to be feeling successful at being a perverted, nasty-minded individuals that they are to hurt people. This is the underlying energy, how the higher-ups perceive these individuals. They're predators. They're predators. For them to even be in this mindset, to think that this is okay to do, to have other people follow behind them, to do that, that's why they're on the judgment for that too. They see them as being very passionate about doing that. They honestly think that they're going to get away with this with the Fool card. These individuals could actually be under some type of mental evaluation that they don't even know about when it comes to the behavioral analyst unit on a covert level. There's some analyzations being done here, but I promise you that. Evaluations taking place to see where these individuals are at mentally. I knew I was channeling that accurately. And bro, look what come out at the underlying energy at the bottom of the deck. The devil. There's something wrong with their head. I'm telling you. Hold on, y'all. Something wrong with their head. And with the Moon card being in reverse, it's like it makes it even worse on them to know that they actually did this and they have been doing this, but yet they still have this type of mindset and mentalities. Same thing, etc. Five of Wands, as I'm saying that. So what's the overall energy of how they perceive these individuals with being in this type of mentality? The Lovers. They perceive them as loving every bit of it. This is what they love doing. And they're seeing that with the Page of Swords. They don't look too happy. So what is their reaction to these individuals having this type of mindset to think that this is okay to do to somebody? What is their reaction? The higher up authority's reaction. The Sun. I'm getting like a mirrored, arrogant type of energy as I say, oh yeah? From the Sun card. Like, wow, you just exposing yourself. Three of Cups. They actually have a positive reaction. Like, I'm not really getting a negative reaction out of them, but it's like they're happy about something. Why are they happy? Because they're going to have to let you fucking go with the Four of Pentacles reverse. Didn't I tell you that they lose their badge. That's why they fucking smile. Because they know that they gonna be successful with taking their fucking badge from them. And them losing everything with the Four of Pentacles reverse. Bro, hey, this ain't a funny situation, but I just wanted to see how the higher ups with you know what their reaction is to these individuals with having that type of mind frame. This is giving me a like a cockier vibe. Like, yeah, okay, okay, ha, you're done. See you. You'll never be an official again. Bye. That's why they're laughing, because it's over for them. Whenever that is, they ain't holding you back either with a four pinnacle diverse. They ain't holding you back. Why they think this is funny? Clarify that. Why these authority figures, the higher up authority figures think this is funny? Clarify that. Because you ain't going to jail. With the Eight of Swords reverse, you ain't going to jail. And the Ace of Swords reverse, due to them lying on you with the Ace of Swords reverse, I'm also getting a vice versa effect here with the Eight of Swords reverse. By them having to let you go, you're not getting locked up for what they've been doing with all these lies, and yet this flipping back off on them with the Eight of Swords and the upright for them, while it's in reverse for you. Because of them being seen through for their lies and injustice, and not wanting to leave you alone or walk away from you. Ten of Cups reverse. They also know that these individuals have been relying on their family members, etc. They like to consult into people that they know very well, while you're out there that don't have anybody to associate with, and they think that this is what's going to bring them comfort. Because these individuals operate the same exact way as them. Maybe the higher ups want me to be detailed. I'm getting a message from them intuitively. I'm getting a strong intuitive message here from them. I'm not going to say who or whatever, but it could be any one of them out there. There's something coming through to where they want me to reveal what are their reactions to these individuals, like a full reading on that without shuffling the cards, like I just did when it comes to these individuals' mentality. So what are their reactions, the higher up authority figures' reactions to these individuals having this type of mind frame, are thinking that this is okay, and then there ain't nobody that's going to stop them from trying to have you falsely accused of everything of what they have been doing. And keeps on doing that repetitively. What are their reactions to that type of mind frame that these individuals have? Page of Pentacles, the World, Strength reverse. This is stupid. The Fool reverse, this is stupid. The Emperor, the Hermit, Empress reverse, not a good look for these individuals. Four of Pentacles. They gonna have the last laugh. Five of Swords. Didn't I tell you I was picking up some arrogant energy? Like, yeah, haha, stupid. That's what I'm getting. Put right where they belong with the foot. This all about lockup, but yet having to let you go with the Four of Pentacles in reverse earlier. Their reaction is they're not taking this too lightly. I'm getting some of these individuals in this energy as I say, goddamn, Fool reverse. Who ain't gonna get stopped? This all about continuing and continuing and continuing. When it's in reverse, that means they're getting stopped and put in their place. That's their reaction. Wheel of Fortune reverse. They're literally mirroring back their arrogance, but at an extreme level. As I say, who's powerful? Who got the power? The star reverse. The devil reverse. There's a sense of satisfaction for these individuals to put these individuals away and to get rid of this problem that has been causing some of you emotional turmoil and pulling on your energy relentlessly. There's a sense of satisfaction that they have stopped them. King of Cups, as I'm saying that, they could literally be feeling this way over this King of Cups. There he is again. Oh, I can't show that card. I'm sorry, y'all. I can't show that card. The Lover's reverse. Their reactions aren't loving towards them. I'm getting these authority figures telling these individuals, tell them things, as I say. Now look where you at. Now look where you at. Who ain't gonna stop who? Who ain't gonna stop who? Who ain't got enough authority to actually put them in their place? I'm getting them telling them that when they're locked up with the Four of Pentacles. And there's a sense of huge satisfaction. Because they're the ones with the real power with the sword right here. This is all about them winning, the feds winning at all costs. Because of them trying to win with this situation, all this bullshit being done to you, trying to win at that situation with all costs. So yeah, I'm getting a mirrored energy. This is their, okay, so the FBI is these individuals' karma. They are their karma. Good. Bro, look at the Egyptian head right there, the Egyptian colors with the yellow and the blue. What they dish out, the FBI is going to give right back into their face. Right back to them in their face. Everything that was done to some of you out there will be dished right back to them, bro. But worse. I'm also hearing that say, I want to play with fire. They're going to show them what fire really is about. Because that torch right there, so, I can't show that card, y'all. Something about what I was about to say a few minutes ago. They want to start something about like with the fire or whatever. I said something about the fire. Bro, these individuals are literally like the higher up authority figures are literally these individuals' karma. There's a sense of satisfaction here with the devil reverse. And I'm getting a higher up authority figure in there saying, who got the power? Who ain't gonna stop who? Now look where they at. Stopped. Locked up and stopped. Look at that. These individuals playing with the wrong people, bro. There's a huge sense of satisfaction to know that they have completed this cycle and have gotten rid of a problem. And with this energy being here right here, this is a good sign for this individual that has had to undergo that. This could possibly be the director. I'm really not trying to channel all that energy, y'all. I'm kind of getting a director's vibe. He's proud. He could be a Pisces. These individuals doing all this online has possibly attracted the Operation Restore Justice division to them. This give me the vibes of them giving a reaction of a satisfaction that this problem is now gone. And the cycle is closed like it's supposed to be with the world card. They ain't gonna be doing that shit to people no more. No, they not. No, they not. No, they not. That's the end of this cycle, bro. With the world card in the upright, that's the first card. There's a sense of completion, a sense of something being complete. Knowing that this problem is now gone with the devil reverse. Whoever was being trafficked and exploited through this situation is now protected. They will now be able to live their life in peace and actually be able to heal. They're done. I'm going to tell you why some of them are feeling this way right now already, because shortly, I don't know when, but this could be happening shortly. They know that this is a successful takedown of these individuals. They're done. They're that confident in themselves that they're done. You remember how we kept seeing the world reverse? The ending card reverse? Now look at the world card. There's a sense of them feeling satisfaction, completion with the devil reverse, to know that this problem is gone. Because this could have been frustrating to them, because something could have been getting in the way of trying to have them go against you. These individuals could have been seen to be doing certain things to try to get the attention of these individuals off of them and put it on you as if you're the one that's out there doing that, but yet turns out you're not. And this is something that they discovered. Wouldn't that be obstruction of a federal investigation? I'm pretty sure it is. In order to avoid from the enemies, the predators being caught while trying to have somebody falsely accused as something that they're not. And the way that they went about it is using this individual's identity, using fake profile pictures, doing things, bothering this individual, doing things to their vehicle. If some of you out there have camera evidence on something and you feel like something is wrong or something's not right, make sure that you hang on to that evidence and save that, because whenever the situation is over, hand that to these authority figures. Make it a point to hand it to them. That's what I would do. Because the best part about this situation is that some of you out there, you couldn't prove physically what was being done to you, and you just kept on being uncomfortable. You kept feeling this uncomfortable feeling. The best part about this is you having the evidence at complaining or speaking up on something that don't feel right. This actually being ridded out of your life and gone, and the problem being taken care of, this right here is going to have you believe, because of them being stopped for what they have been caught doing to you. When your gut tells you something, bro, when you feel that feeling in your gut area, your gut's going to tell you the truth. Listen to that feeling. If you're guided, intuitively guided to get on the phone and to report something being done to you because you feel something off in your intuition, Do exactly that. Gather as much evidence as you can pertaining to that feeling, document it down, and contact them. Something may not be being done right then and there, but it's good to report it and document it down. But anyways, y'all, this is what I have for the read for today. Yes, the daytime for today. This will not resonate with everybody out there. I will have a donations link in the description box below. Let's go ahead and get a closing message. Page of Swords reversed as the closing message. So this situation could be coming to a final end. With all this gossiping and stalking and slander, with the Page of Swords reversed, slandering you, gossiping about you, and stalking you. This is on an aggressive level. And also these individuals right here being hurt. It has been identified that these individuals were indeed using fake pages of you to communicate with these pages, these youngins. Now, this will not resonate with all of y'all out there, but for some of you, this has been discovered, and they was harassing these individuals. I'm also getting these individuals that have participated into that, or whatever, could be getting in trouble. If they participated and knowing that this was wrong to do to you, and if they was communicating back with these other individuals that was behind that fake page of you, and they had knowledge on that, they could be going to jail too. I'm not saying that would happen, but from the looks of it, that could end up happening. They could end up getting taken from their parents with the Page of Swords reversed. Because first off, this is an unfit parent to start with the Empress reversed. These individuals are being seen as unfit parents. Not suitable to be around these individuals at all, period. There's something that could be coming out about some the school zone or something. These individuals are not suitable to be around any school zones or any of that. The ones that was patrolling the school zone, they're out of there too. Heavy exploitation energy. Four of Pentacles. These are the individuals you got patrolling the area? Yeah, okay. You're going to find out, bro. Bet you ain't going to lie on another innocent person again. Four of Wands reverse, as I'm saying that. Having an individual disapprove from a whole public setting, community setting, for the things that was being done to them, but yet having them falsely accused of somewhat doing that to other people. Having them falsely accused of doing that to other people is what I mean. There it is again, Ace of Swords reverse. Lies. Lying to a public setting. Multiple parties joining in order to run this misinformation campaign against the individual. In order to eventually bring charges and prosecution to the individual that hasn't been any of this or what they have been saying, which is false allegations that was causing the injustice with the misinformation, disinformation campaign. Therefore, it's going to be better to be proven that this is malicious prosecution. With using things to their advantage in order to not help a situation, but more so to cause more damage, emotional damage, and to further harm the real victim throughout the situation with targeting them relentlessly with the Ten of Swords energy. And not wanting to walk away from this individual. Also falsely being seen as to be lying on an innocent person and falsely accusing them of stalking other people, which is why you thought that you had this justification, this unlawful justification to conduct surveillance and investigate this person, which in violation of their Fourth Amendment, you have no probable cause because you're the one that started this bullshit in the first place in order for this individual to be stalked. So yet whenever they complain about it, you come up with different tactics to manipulate things to your advantage because you think that you got the power to do so. So what you do is you use all these resources that you know will follow behind something because they're too afraid to decline or shut it down or to turn you down. So therefore, you have all these people grouping up together in order to conduct this operation, which will be single-handedly destroyed and dismantled from the same person that you did this to. Because in order for the individuals in a higher position of authority to have awareness and attention being drawn to it when it comes to this type of nonsense being done, who originally had the situation stopped? Not them. It's the one that brought their attention to it. I mean, yes, they do have the power and authority to dismantle it and to stop it, you know. But originally it started with that person. Give me another message. Six of Wands reverse. Who's a loser now with the Six of Wands reverse? Remember how we kept seeing it in the upright? This card's coming out now. And the Judgment is in reverse on the bottom of the deck, which are representing losing this campaign with every single false allegation that was put against you, to have you mobbed in public setting, to have you trolled. These individuals could have been doing certain things in order to try to make you feel unwelcome with the Four of Wands reverse. But I'm going to tell you what's unwelcoming and alarming, these type of activities. Because it's considered promoting, how can I say this? It's considered to be promoting domestic terrorism. If you ask me, these individuals, these type of activities that are being ran against these people and hurting these innocent individuals, this right here is an act of terrorism. Definitely violating the public's trust that don't deserve to have people sit on their backside and ignore a problem. That deserves to have attention brought to it. Ace of Pentacles. For some of you, if you had something, some of your belongings that could have been taken from you in regards to your credit card information, IDs, or any type of driver license that was taken from you throughout the situation, someone has evidence on where this is at and who has possession of your stolen property. Some of you could have had your social security number taken and it could have been used through these type of operations that was being ran, along with your identification card and driver license and credit card information. This right here is something that they how can I say this? There's something that is not defending them when it comes to that. This is also breaking down their qualified immunity. There's no amount of qualified immunity to protect them from this type of corruption and crimes that has been discovered through a situation. Bro, this really broke down all their qualified immunity because that would be the ultimate defense with these officials getting away with that, right? It's in reverse. So their qualified immunity has been broken down all the way because of them being out of control with criminal activity. Because that's what the Knight of Swords reverse means. There's too much criminal activity for this to prevent them from being raided or charged with anything. Because that's exactly what's going to happen. I just don't know when. The Magician, as I'm saying that, this is something that they manifested for themselves by trying to manifest against you. And I'm going to tell you how they try to manifest against you with trying to use your identity, doing certain things over social media, having you falsely accused, running these false investigations, and having you appear to a public setting as something that you're not, in order to try to manifest your downfall, but yet What they put out is exactly what's going to be returned with the Wheel of Fortune reverse. This is a manifestation of their own that's coming in, and it's not in the way that they expected. But too bad that they was too much focused on the expectation the whole time and thinking that something was going to go out the way that they planned. But yet it ain't happening that way. Like I said, feds are going to be some of these individuals' karma. That's going to dish out exactly what they try to throw up on you. But worse. But worse, as I'm saying that, Ten of Swords. If some of you out there feel like you have no federal protection or reasonable protection from the FBI authority figures, because this has been going on for a long time, bro, as far as I can remember, when it comes to targeted individuals, they have information on what this is that does this to people now. This is connected to satanic cults, secret societies that do this to people. Which it's not illegal to be a satanic cult or a secret society, etc. But when it comes to certain things that are being done physically that may be in violation of federal law, then they have the jurisdiction and authority to step in. Like, they really can't do any prosecution when it comes to their beliefs. But when it comes to the physical violations of things being done to you that violate your civil rights, the Constitution, and violate your U.S. federal protected rights under Title 18, Section 242, along with Title 42, Section 141, 41, they do have the authority to step in. Especially when they're deprivating you of your civil rights or your rights to travel freely. What you think fabrication of evidence is every time you go somewhere, every time you leave your place of residence. You being falsely accused of things that you're not doing, ain't that a simulation of building a case? That right there is going to be connected to that false investigation with the hermit reverse. What the fuck are they building something on you for when there's nothing there in the first place, but yet they're using things that they're fabricating in order to build a false case? Wouldn't that be color of law violation? That's exactly what it is. That's purposely and intentionally deprivating you of Title 18, Section 242. That's the title and section that they're obstructing on the U.S. federal law level. That was the plan with the Two of Wands reversed. But their plans are ending. Their plans are being disrupted. Okay, so if something is planned, wouldn't that be premeditated? Let me let the interrogator side of me come out now. Enough of this psychic detective bullshit. Let's go ahead and jump into the interrogator mode. Wouldn't that be premeditated? How long you been having this plan upon this individual with the Ten of Swords? A planned attack, a planned attack, a planned attack. You know, that sounds like terrorism. Strategizing. You had to somewhat strategize these plans, but how are they strategizing that? That's what I like to know. Is it through devices? Is it through fake accounts, through conversations? Is it in-person meetings? Someone has the answers to all of that. And it may just be the person that you was targeting. Because they have the right to legally record in a public setting of suspicious things that may be taking place pertaining to them. They have the right to record out in a public setting. They may have a limited access to information, but if they know what they're doing, they could collect just enough to create a leeway in order for other individuals that are in authority to get into that information. This is something that they are impulsively emotional. This is something that they went off based off an emotional, impulsive response on. Excuse the hiccup, child. I'm trying to get my information out properly. It's just a lot of energy and messages that are coming through all at one time. Maybe I should chill and slow down a bit. when it comes to my channel, but I can't help it, y'all. This is the way I flow with my messages. Yeah, premeditate. Having something planned out would definitely be an indication and heavy hardcore evidence on premeditation. Because you plan something, you got to premeditate that shit, bro. It's all about planning. That means premeditating it. A premeditated attack and assault upon an individual's character, assassination of their character, and then having them done dirty in a public setting with all this harassment, with the 601 diverse, which would be in violation and oppression, harassment, intimidation. That would be in violation of Title 18, Section 241, conspiracy against rights. That's the title and section. And all of this is being promoted, like pushed and promoted by an extremism group. Individual can't even leave their place of residence, bro. Like, this give me the vibes of house arrest. Like, literally being already in prison with the 10 of swords. Like, this, like, some of these individuals, even if they didn't go to jail or go to prison, like, this individual, some of these people that may have had to endure this type of pain and betrayal, they could literally have, like, a prisoner mentality. Like, they don't take shit from nobody, and they don't look at things as a joke. Because that's basically what this individual fit. That's basically what their life revolved around, is being attacked. Having individuals continuously watch them for no legitimate reason, no legitimate probable cause. There's nothing on the individual, just to sit there and to hurt them repetitively. There's something that could be coming out about the higher ups getting some information to prove that these individuals have been trying to curse this person. This is a dark cloud of a curse being projected on this individual to curse them. This card does represent, I want to say, curses. There could be some voodoo dolls that could have been discovered through this investigation. Poking a voodoo doll numerous amount of times. All while committing physical violations upon this individual's character. Having them defamed, lying to a public setting about them, literally leading other people in a public setting to believe that this is okay to do to this person. You're mentally incompetent. Sorry, not sorry. You're mentally incompetent in order to even be in charge of a public setting in the first place. That ain't the fucking law, bro. I'm going to tell you that right now. That ain't nothing close to the law when the public is being allowed to do these things to this individual. That's not the law. That would be crimes against public order when it comes to loitering, illicit activities, etc. You have prostitution. You have all of that. That would be the lingering, like sitting there lingering. That would be crime against public order, which is indeed a local violation. It may not be federal, but still, though, responsible local authorities would make sure there's no loitering occurring when it comes to these public businesses that are happening whenever the victim goes to these public places and these individuals sitting there in their vehicles or sitting there lingering around on their phone lying on this individual. That's exactly what these fuckers are doing on their phones. Talking shit about this person, taking pictures of them, which, I mean, it is protected under the First Amendment or whatever to take pictures of people in a public setting, but when it comes to doing this to them and to be running through a smear campaign, reporting this individual back to the authorities when they're not committing any crime, just to have them harassed, that is illegal. That's harassment. Then you got people bootlicking and supporting that. You're going to find out, bro. I'm going to tell you right now, some of these authority figures, you think that they on your side because you can sit there and do what they want you to do or whatever, but they sitting there, bro. Some of them don't like people like that. And you simply hate this person because they're not one of them people. That's just tough shit, ain't it? To get respect, you have to show respect. To get respect, just because you're an authority figure don't mean that everybody in the world deserves to kiss your feet, bro. You got to remember that you in the institution, that you took up an oath, you were sworn in and took up an oath to serve and protect the U.S. Constitution, the individuals' amendments, and their civil rights. That's the oath that you took up and you were sworn into to protect. When it comes to that, when it comes to you doing these type of crimes here, the seriousness of these violations, you don't deserve that. You don't deserve that at all. Now, to the ones that may have stopped entertaining this type of drama or nonsense, the ones that could have backed off and said, look, this is not okay, to the ones that are not involved with that, that's the ones that don't deserve to have the backlash of what these other individuals have been doing. I'm going to tell you right now, bro, you think you're going to keep on targeting innocent people like this for the next several of years and you just being allowed to get away with that? No, it ain't. You ain't going to keep on getting away with that. No, you're not. These secret societies are being dismantled. I'm speaking into existence in the name of Jesus Christ. These secret societies that keep on fucking with people this way, or these satanic cults that keep on running these activities, your time is up in the year 2025. I promise you that. You will be exposed to the right authority figures in the FBI and the DOJ. You will be dismantled and you will face prison time. You will stop with the targeting and these individuals will be set free and be left alone. And another thing, you're going to stop hurting these youngins out there, using these youngins to your advantage and to try to do something with money, to extort them or to threaten them or to harm them in any way. You will be stopped. You're a fucking coward. That's what you are. Ten of Cups reverse. I'm going to have to get off this video, y'all, because I can feel myself getting angry because I know how this feels. This has been done to me ever since I was young. Trying to take me away from my mom and daddy for no reason. I remember these individuals' faces, bro. I'm telling you. And the same shit is still occurring, still into these times, trying to take me away, trying to take my freedom from me. You ain't going to take that shit without a fight on your hands, bro. I promise you. I promise you. I'm documenting down every time that my rights are being obstructed. I'm documenting down on camera. I got you on my dash cam. I got you on my cameras. I ain't going to let you get away with that shit. Now, just because you think that I'm not going to say anything in a public setting, I don't have to say shit. I'm not going to sit there and break any law, violate any law. But what I will do is I will protect myself. And if you think just because I ain't doing anything in order to lash out or whatever, oh, well, this guy is weak, you sadly mistaken, bro. You sadly mistaken. I ain't got the time for trouble. That's the facts. I ain't got the time for trouble because I know what I can do. I don't talk with this. I talk with these. And that's all I got to say. If y'all want to leave any donations, I will have a link in the description box below. And there is a time and place for that. You can't just do that anywhere that you feel like it or whatever. I mean, now, if you're backed in a corner, then yeah, you have the right to defend yourself. But when it comes to like the boxing ring, the octagon, that's what these are for. Along with the legs, the elbows, the head, grappling, etc. Whatever goes down in the octagon or whatever, not a boxing ring, that's a little bit different. But you got grappling, you got all kind of moves when it comes to that, you know, so you can mix it up when it comes to that. Now, the boxing ring, that's a different story. You only have these right here, you know. There's a time, like I said, bro, there's a time and place for that, for defend yourself, to defend yourself. These individuals think that they tough just because they could do this to innocent people. Let's see how tough you are whenever you face with the FBI SWAT team. Let's see how tough you are whenever you told to freeze. Get on the ground. Let's see how tough you are then. Because the people that has did me wrong, that has done me wrong relentlessly, I know that my angels could work through other, if these individuals ever go to prison or get locked up for what has been done to me, I know that my angels are going to come through other prisoners out there, the biggest and baddest ones in there, that have one hell of a reputation. I don't give a fuck about people like this that has hurt me. My angels are going to come through these individuals the minute that door closes, and they're going to fuck their world up. I know this right here in my heart. They're going to find out about these individuals targeting a gifted guy that has a gift from the Most High, very talented, which that really don't mean anything when it comes to my music, but I'm multi-talented, very gifted with my clairvoyant abilities. They're going to find out what these individuals have been doing to me, and it's going to be like